It's that time of year once again. It's time to saddle up for the Grand Prix of the Americas as MotoGP heads for Austin, Texas to race at the Circuit of the Americas, aka COTA. With such a strong season from Pecco Bagnaia at Factory Ducati last year, you would expect him to be leading the championship this early in the follow-up season, right? Wrong. A new championship leader and maiden winner in the field, Marco Bezzecchi, comes into COTA at the top of the standings. But that's not all that has surprised us so far this year, so let's take a look at what to expect from the riders at COTA. What to say about Marco Bezzecchi first? The number 72 was on another level on Sunday last time out, and that's earned him both the points lead and his maiden win. The question now is, can he follow it up? With his track record, it seems like the answer is yes, but when and where remain to be seen. On the other hand, teammate Luca Marini also arrives from a first after taking a podium in the sprint race in Argentina, and he'll be more motivated than ever, looking over to the other side of the garage saying, "Fuck you." Just kidding. Meanwhile, at the factory team, it started perfectly for Pecco Bagnaia in Portugal, but it continued with a couple of bumps in the road in Argentina. On Saturday, it was a safe 6th in the sprint, and then on Sunday, he looked like a well-controlled podium until it slid away. Resetting now will tell us much about what the reigning champion has in the locker for 2022. For last year's COTA winner Enea Bastianini, meanwhile, it remains a waiting game to see if the number 23 will be able to return after that broken shoulder suffered in the first race of the season. Will the beast be back on track? Honestly, I don't know. And over at the other satellite Ducati teams, it was a somewhat anonymous sprint for both Johan Zarco and Jorge Martin in Argentina for Pramac Racing, but Zarco certainly hit back on Sunday with that late race charge for the podium. Good job, man. He'll want more as his search for that maiden win continues. I mean, can you believe Zarco has gone this long without a win in MotoGP? It's been over 6 years already. Allez mon gars, and Martin will want to take a big step to the front after a tougher weekend in Argentina. His goal this year isn't a win, it's wins, plural. And meanwhile, after a slightly crappy race in Portugal, it finally came good for Gresini Racing's Alex Marquez in Argentina, as the number 73 took his first Premier Class pole position and turned it into a first podium with Ducati. Can he keep up or improve on that pace once again in Austin? I hope so. He can finally start making a name for himself. He's aiming to become a perennial presence in the fight for the podium. On the other side of the box, though, teammate Fabio Di Giannantonio will want a lot more as he watches the likes of Bezzecchi win races, but the number 49 also took a step in Argentina. Can he keep it rolling to the flag? We'll wait and see. The Friday practice sessions in Argentina made for ominous reading for the rest of the field as Aprilia Racing ended the day in first and second, but it just didn't quite come together in the end ultimately. A year after the same venue staged his first win, Aleix Espargaro left Argentina this time around with only 12 points in total, and he'll be absolutely focused on gaining some more in Austin. Maverick Vinales, meanwhile, has a pretty good haul of 32, but won't want to stay AWOL from that front group. Just like I said, his star seems to threaten to align and then change their mind as he aims for that first win with Aprilia. So will it be a lucky visit to the Lone Star State? Meanwhile, at the satellite team, it was a tough round 2 for the RNF squad, and Raul Fernandez certainly will be eager to get more from the Americas GP. He arrives with only a couple of points so far, but some good flashes of speed have shown, so maybe he can start to turn it around in Texas. On the other hand of the garage, it remains to be seen yet if teammate Miguel Oliveira will be back in action after his horrific crash with Marc Marquez. But if he is, he's sure to have plenty to prove after such bad luck in his home race in Portugal to start the season. Sunday Rider was always a compliment to Brad Binder, but it just isn't true anymore after that stunning sprint race win in Argentina. From 15th to 1st, the Springbok was simply not going to be denied and put in a serious statement ride. Sunday, however, saw bad luck hit a little bit early, so COTA will have to be the follow-up performance. Yes, man. For Jack Miller, meanwhile, Argentina was another solid round. He's adapting, and the project is putting those pieces together in some solid consistency, as well as flashes of serious speed. Put him 6th overall as it stands. Fingers crossed that COTA will be another step forward as he continues to impress and enjoy proving his doubters wrong. Meanwhile, at Gas, there will be a new face on the grid in Austin, or more a new face for 2023. Jonas Folger joins the fold as the replacement for the recovering Pol Espargaro, and he'll be an interesting addition after some time on the sidelines. He did test in preseason, however. Rookie Augusto Fernandez has already scored some points and diced it up in the mix with much more experienced riders, so COTA has another chance to double down on his progress. Finally, Franco Morbidelli had a fantastic return to form in Argentina, the return to form we've been waiting for at Monster Yamaha, and eyes will be on the number 21 to see if he can repeat the feat at another venue. Impressive in qualifying, the sprint, and on Sunday it was a weekend he's needed, and he'll be keen to back that up. Teammate Fabio Quartararo was no slouch though. Despite yet more bad luck, Sunday especially saw the Frenchman improve his quality once again as he sliced through from well down the order after a little close attention earlier in the race. COTA has never been the best venue for Yamaha, but in 2023 anything can and has been happening. And last but not least, the Honda teams. First, looking at LCR Honda, as we head into a venue he's ruled before, it's Alex Rins holding the honor of top Honda after 2 pretty solid first rounds in his new home. With more and more track time, we can likely expect more and more from the proven frontrunner, and COTA has some good memories from that previous win. What can Rins do this time out? Teammate Taka Nakagami will be hoping to cut the gap and get back on terms too. And after a rough Argentina, round 3 is a chance to reset for Repsol Honda. On one side of the garage, Johan Mir will be hoping to get back into the learning curve and make more progress, and on the other sits Marc Marquez, or will he? The number 93's record in Austin is truly stellar, and he's been dubbed sometimes the King of Texas, and he'll be the immediate favorite if he's set to return. Whether he'll win remains to be seen though, but there's sure to be something special in the locker whenever Marquez takes on COTA. There will be plenty to talk about if he's back too, from his unreal speed in Texas to how his hand is healing, and of course that penalty and appeal. For now, we wait. That's it for the American GP preview. Thanks for listening and hope you enjoy the race. Ciao. This is the end of the video. Thanks for watching. If you have stuck around this long, hit that like button, drop a comment, and hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel out. Until next time, this is Moto Misha, checking out. Peace.